Nice.
Hi there.
How you
Sorry
doing?
about that.
No,
Yeah,
you're fine. No worries. Oh, good. How's
just
everything?
working diligently to find a friend a home. So she's one of my newbies, and she used to be in new home sales with me. And she called me up and said, find me a home. I'm not going to go there. You need to find me a home, and I'll move. She's coming back from Idaho. So anyway, that's what
Okay.
and I thought between builders, I said, oh, I've got about 15 more minutes. I could do this. But then when I get into it, I'm like, and then you text me like, oh shit.
It's all good. It happens. It happens, right? No worries.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Oh,
Not a problem. So
so
how
you
are
were
you?
I'm doing okay. Did you happen to do you know who Neen is? She's an author, Neen, about
No.
luxury. No?
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness.
Naveen?
This would be
Naveen.
no Neen.
No.
And she wrote in fact, I did a post on it today, and, and her name, I'll tell you who she is, and she just wrote a book. We're all reading it right now, and because we have that book club, by the way,
Mhm.
that's with the luxury pro agents, and which I will finish yours so I can promote yours, and we could do that on another month here. Um, so Neen is where is she? Uh, let's see where she is. Let me just tell her last name, maybe. Neen, oh, her last name is really easy. Neen James,
Oh,
James, and her book is on exceptional experiences.
nice. Is she strictly talking? Is she from the real estate? You said she's in Luxury Pro, or you're just reading her book in the group?
No, she's not luxury pro at all.
Okay.
She's a uh, entrepreneur, author, businesswoman, coach, all of the above. Yeah,
Nice.
all of the above. Many hats. Very, and she was a speaker. In fact, you were at symposium.
Mm-hmm.
She
She was
she
one of
was
the
the one
speakers
that
on
wore
stage.
pink. Yeah, she was the one that wore pink and was talking about champagne.
Yep. Okay.
Um, a
Okay.
little
So I don't know if I
pistol,
was in that part of
pistol.
it, but yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Good.
she's excellent. So yeah, just been a busy week, which is awesome. Been an interesting week. Philip was in the hospital for 3 days.
Oh,
Had a funeral on top of that. My sister was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. So it's been a week. And
Yeah, that's a
while
lot.
I was at the funeral, I got 4 leads. So
And okay, so it doesn't really matter what the circumstances are. Like you're what they call an attractor, huh? Yeah, I'm sorry about the loss.
well,
And
the 4 leads came by phone. Yeah, the 4 leads came by phone, and yeah, by phone and text and all that fun stuff. It wasn't actually at the, you know, too many damn realtors at that funeral. Um, but uh, yeah, things are moving in the right direction as far as the business. We did go, I updated you. We did go live with tomorrow we'll go live with my new listing, which should sell immediately if I don't buy it myself. I'm thinking of, Philip and I are gonna go look at it on Saturday because I have a pool. I really don't use a pool. And my attitude is I could sell my house at the high because it really is high. I could sell it and buy this house and not have a pool, still have a view, and wipe out wipe out all debt, have a lower mortgage, lower payment,
hmm
and get myself closer to retirement, which would be lovely.
Yeah, good for you. Those are good decisions. Those are smart financially strategic decisions.
Yeah,
Downsizing or
so we're
right
gonna
sizing,
get it.
what?
It's not a downsize. I've been going from uh 2156 to 2177, but it's the floor plan.
It's much easier to deal with. Hmm
Yeah, my floor plan it's not a great room. There is a separate wall which has a pantry between it and it's a butler's pantry that separates the dining room from the kitchen slash
hmm
family room.
Yep.
And I'm a great room floor plan, but I bought it because that's what was available when Robert and I separated. So uh,
Okay.
anyway,
So wait, okay, so
I'm gonna.
okay, first take a deep breath and give yourself a moment. Do you need to like get a drink, go to the bathroom, get some water because you just went from one call to
Uh,
another?
no, I went from. Oh, the calls don't bother me, and that's the speed I'm in right now. I'm just gonna get my water right here
Yeah,
because
good. Just let yeah, take
my face changing, my acid reflex just came up, which I
well
have.
that and
That's
I'm
normal
feel
with me.
yeah, I'm feeling your energy. So just yeah, go t take a moment for yourself, take a breath. I'm here.
No, I just needed to get something to drink because it said acid reflux. I'm like,
Okay.
oh, it doesn't disappear quickly. It just told me to get some water.
Okay.
That's all. But anyway, so uh moving in the right direction since we talked. I'll put on I'll put on a couple new listings, which is good. No, it's great.
It
Um
is great.
yeah, I'll probably put this month put on 2 to 3 new listings. And then I picked up three, one, two. No, I will put up 3 new listings.
All right.
And have another one into next month.
Okay.
But because
Can I
our my agreement with you,
I want to ask you
go
a couple
ahead.
questions. Okay. I want you to just relax and I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Okay. So I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Did you fill out the call prep form or because I'm not seeing it? And if you didn't, it's okay. I just want to make sure I'm not missing something.
Oh, I did. That's why I said I put everything in there. Sent it
Yeah.
yesterday.
And for some reason, did you hit send? Did you hit submit? Because I don't see it in here.
Yeah, because it sent me a copy of it, and I didn't do anything with it. I just
Oh my gosh, why
deleted it.
isn't it not showing up here? Let me just refresh my screen. I've been having a little bit of technological, not
Uh,
anything major, but things are just a little wonky lately. So let me just see. No, I don't have, the last one I have from you is on the 9th, last week. I don't have today's. That's why I'm wondering, like, I don't know what the numbers are that you're saying. So has anything closed? Have you closed anything year to date?
Okay, this is start at the top and and I'll tell you, year to date, no, the
Okay.
numbers are identical to last call because
Okay.
last call I said I was closing for this month. And those remain. There's nothing, no added for the month of January. Okay.
Okay.
Um, as far as new pieces of business, which is,
Hmm.
you don't have that on your form, by the way, which is interesting. Yet, new pieces of business because to align with my goals, I had to be on 7 appointments, and in order to bring in 5 new pieces of business.
Okay. So when you,
So in January,
yeah,
I,
in
go ahead.
January, you went on these appointments. These are appointments that so you're getting buyer agreements signed and taking listings, but they're not pending yet. So you're carrying them, right? Is that what you mean?
I have to bring in 5 pieces of business per month
Good.
in order to get my numbers.
Okay.
And that means I have to be on 7 appointments, be it by phone, be it in person, be it
Yeah.
by air, whatever it happens to be.
Good.
So this month I will have been on, I'll be bringing on 3 listings,
Good.
and I need to find um, 3 buyers' properties.
Okay. So you're carrying 3 buyers and 3 listings. Good for you. Do you
Right.
want me to add
And
that to
those are all, that's all.
do you want me to add that to the
Yeah.
sheet so I'm holding you accountable to it?
Yeah. Because it keeps me tracking,
Okay.
because that's all new business. And that means 6 pieces of, 6 appointments in order to bring it. Well, it was more than 6. I probably did 7.
Okay.
But anyway, the three, one, two, one, two, yeah, 3 listings. And then, in addition to, um, I contacted 25 Sunday. I contacted 25, see them searching the internet, or I've been in touch with, etc. And I revitalized 2 of them.
All right,
Um,
good.
one to send, yeah, one to send out a referral in another state, and the other one to get aligned for a listing.
Okay, good.
And then, um, yeah, and then another one came out of the woodwork for a listing. So that's funny because I just gave you 6 pieces, and then I had 2 more pieces come in for listings for
Hmm.
next month.
Okay.
So
All right. How many days a week are you working right now?
um, 7,
Okay. Is this sustainable for you?
a bit, because like out of the 7, Saturday I took a little bit of time off. Sunday I didn't because I was in my jam and getting each hold of each one of those people.
Okay.
So um I'd rather work like this while things are active,
Mm-hmm.
in order to create the business and put it
Right.
in its slots, so that I'm eyeballing, for example, going to Uganda in June to be part of a Rotoplas mission with Rotary, where we go in and we're part of volunteers on a medical team that goes in and changes cleft lip palates for kids.
Okay, that's huge.
I've done it. I've done it before, and I help run the.
Wow.
I help run it for for Rotary. I do that in my spare time. Anyway, so I don't mind working 6, 7 days a week if I can fill in
Mm-hmm.
the slots
Mm-hmm.
and create the business so that I can afford to go away and donate my time. And I haven't been able to do that since I went to Peru. Well, I've been donating time, like in Mexico when we build homes, but I haven't been on a rotoplas mission since I went to Peru, and that's about
Okay.
8 years ago.
And you said you're doing this in June?
June 6th is the date, and he wants to know if I want to. I'm an alternate. Alternate means that somebody backed out. And there's a position for ward coordinator, and that's exact same position that I did when I was in Peru,
Mm-hmm.
which means that I get to be the one that meets every child as they come in. I assign them beds, assign them numbers, meet their family, introduce them to the nurses, introduce them to the doctors,
Nice.
help the nurses with things like temperatures and so forth. And then I'm the one who coordinates with the the person that takes the child to and from surgery. I update the family on how the child's doing, stuff like that. So
And how long do you go for?
a long time. I would be gone from June 6th until June 20th.
Okay, June 6th to June 20th. That's 2 weeks.
Yeah, just a little bit, because I think by the time I get back, it'll be about the 21st. By the time I get back to work, it'll be 22nd.
Okay, so is that blocked out in the calendar? And are you saying yes, or what are you thinking?
I haven't heard back from him yet. I told him to. See, one of those people that when he offered it to me first. That's that Drexel, and Drexel and I worked together on Rotoplas, running the the group, and he offered it to me as an alternate, and I said, well, that's awesome. It's the position I've had before, so I understand it and can run with it. And I worked with, I think, 56 children last time,
Oh,
and the um, uh, I told him, I said there was another alternate on the list before me. So the right thing to do is to go to that alternate first. And if that alternate says that they can't, then come to me, because then it's in proper order.
okay.
So
Okay.
we'll
So you
see.
have to wait and see.
That just happened. That happened. Yeah. That happened about an hour ago.
On top of everything else. Okay. Just also quickly, how's Philip doing? And what is it serious?
No, it was, he had, what could be serious is if that he starts eating properly. Um, what he did was he, uh, what is today, Friday? So it would have been Tuesday. He got out of bed. He went to bed because he normally gets up and does a prayer call every Wednesday at 3 a.m.
Mm.
And he leads the prayer call, so he's always up. So he went to bed at the same time I did, which is a miracle. He never does that. And he got uncomfortable, and he said that he was going to ask him how he was doing. Sorry, I'm getting lotion for my hands. I asked him how he was doing, and he said, I can't, I'm having trouble breathing. I'm going to go sit up. And he hadn't been feeling well.
Mm.
Um, he had a cold. So anyway, he came back in the room about 11:30, and said he was going to go ahead and go to the hospital and have them run some tests to see what was
Oh,
going on. And so I offered to take him to the hospital, and he said no, he was fine, he could drive, and he wanted me to sleep because I had that funeral the next day.
hmm.
So so anyway, he went in, checked himself in, and they did tests all night, and then they went ahead and checked him in because his stomach was extended.
Oh, okay.
Well, his stomach was extended because he doesn't, I got to be honest, some people really truly need to eat better, because if they ate better, their body would
Process.
act better with what they put
Yeah.
into it, right?
Yep.
So
100%.
um, what came out of the whole thing, bottom line, was that he ended up having to have a colonoscopy yesterday morning. And once he had the colonoscopy, um, his his body went from basically, no exaggeration, 7 months pregnant to, more like 4. So he just was horribly extended, horribly extended. And he's got to go and see his gastrologist and work out something to make sure that his body's digesting food properly and
Yep.
is assimilating it properly, and that he doesn't, because it was, this belly of his was pushing up against his
Lungs.
uh,
Well,
lungs.
his
So I
whole
could,
rib cage, his lungs, everything was getting, right? Condensed. So,
yeah, yeah. So
okay.
anyway, that's what's going on, and I just went and between appointments this morning, I went and picked him up at the hospital, dropped him off, and
Okay. All right. I'm glad
came to
it's
work.
nothing major serious right now. Okay, as far as what you had put on the form, because I honestly, Robin, I don't have it for some reason. I don't know where it might have gotten lost somewhere in my computer. But what was the one thing that you really wanted to focus on for the call? Because I don't want to lose sight of that.
I I was very vague about it. I said, I
Okay.
said that I think what's happening right now is I haven't stopped implementing. I haven't stopped thinking. I haven't stopped learning, and I haven't stopped implementing. I have this absolute necessity to make sure that business turns around. And most people, so I'm giving you the dialogue so you can maybe be my psychologist, psychiatrist, psychologist, and all of the above.
I think it's psychotherapist,
Um,
but go ahead.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Um, so most people would sit there and go, well, Robin, you did sell 23, almost $24 million, and most people wouldn't complain about that in any essence whatsoever. What I realized is that for me, because I have um, Blake on my shoulders, Philip on my shoulders, my daughter on my
Your daughter.
shoulders, all
Mhm.
her lawyer shit on my shoulders, financial shit on my shoulders, and just all of the above. That business is not enough to um, it isn't enough to sustain me and to keep me sane.
Okay. All right. I understand that.
So yeah, so now what I did look at
Hmm.
and what I need to do is and I looked at it and said, well, why is that, Robin? What do what are you doing? So I've looked at, which we've talked about. I cut out a bunch of the travel because of expenses. I'm looking for a new accountant so that I'm not being charged $1,500 a month for my accounting.
Oh God.
Yeah, I just said, I'm a solo agent now. I remember when I had 13 people under me, and she had to keep all that. but not to charge me
You
$1,500.
should have
I'm like,
lowered
you're not
your,
doing.
she should have lowered your rate. Yeah.
Oh, her answer to me when I said it was just too much and blah 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 blah. She says, "Well, you know, uh, I'm highly experienced and I charge what I'm
Oh,
paid."
dear God.
Blah blah blah.
Okay. Have
Anyway,
you
so
reached out
I'm
to
working on.
your book, have you reached out to your bookkeeping partner? There he is, Kyle Harrison is a MAPS coach, and he has a company inside of Keller Williams called Your Bookkeeping Partner. And they charge, I think it's maybe the max, $500 a month, and they do all your bookkeeping in alignment with your MREA, with the MREA
You're
budget policy.
breaking up, but I think it's.
Kyle Harrison, did you
Oh, he
hear any
does.
of that? Yeah, it's called Your
Okay, so let me write
Bookkeeping
it down.
Partner.
Kyle.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find. So I'm gonna do an introduction because they're awesome. So Kyle's and his sister-in-law run the business. It's called Your Bookkeeping Partner.
Okay.
Actually, um, I'm gonna send an email intro. Is that okay? And I'll just send it to both of you, and I'll just introduce you to her. She's a sweetheart. They're good people, and it doesn't cost you anything to have a
Yeah.
conversation. Just see. But I think the max is 500, especially for a solo agent.
Okay. Because what I am starting uh okay, what I'm starting to do is I'm just going through and just looking at expenses and saying, where are you spending money that doesn't need to be spent?
Yeah,
And so I've had to cut the kid off completely.
good.
I've had to, the traveling aspect has changed. Looking at the accountant, of course, Blake has filled in where, between the two of us, we're doing what my assistant used to do. And I should say between the three of us, to be honest. Uh, between Philip, Blake, and myself, um, we're handling everything relatively well because I'm throwing things at him left and right. So, um, that was a long answer to you, but I think that's what's the thing that I've most in need of is just paying attention to my finances so that, like I told Philip, because Philip doesn't want to give up his pool that he uses it, what, 6, 8 times a year, and I use it too, and he says, "Oh, I'm always out there." Yeah, right. Anyway, he doesn't want to give up the pool, and I said, "You know what, that could, that I could do with by selling the house, etc. I could really put ourselves, to me, it's equivalent to cutting about um, a year and a half to 2 years of this angst out of my life." Yeah. So
Okay.
um,
So the plan
I
is,
am journaling.
all right, I'm sorry, you are
Go ahead.
journaling? That was good.
Every morning,
Good.
except for this morning, got off balance. I'll do it tonight when I get home. But every day I've been um, doing my gratitude book that I told you about.
Mm-hmm.
I did the dry January, which I think is helped tremendously, except for Wednesday night after Guy's funeral. I came home and I fixed myself a drink and felt awful. So I
Yeah.
said, "Well, that's an easy fix. I'm not going to do that. That's easy. Nothing entertaining about that." Ugh. So I think I'm listening to a lot of things that's helping me guide in the right direction,
Good. Good.
because I cannot do, will not do, different attitude.
Yep.
I will not do the last 2 years. This body, this mental, this everything.
It's not fair to you. You need to live your life too. At some point, when you retire, you want to be able to actually retire and relax. So if we work towards that, I think we talked about this last week. You said 5 years, right? 5 years? Was that your number?
It's actually it's when Blake was hired, it was 7. This is 6.
Okay, so we have 6 more
January
years.
8th. Then when I say retire, that would be like you and I. That'd be like you talking to Phyllis. Phyllis does a little bit of real estate here, a little bit of real estate there
Yeah.
to pay for her trips, her
Yeah, and
vacations.
she enjoys it too. I think she also uses it. It's partly for social purposes and and she stays active. Her mind is active and she enjoys it, you know. So if the goal is to have is it going to be a partial retirement? Are you completely walking away? What does it look like?
Partial retirement, unless I hit one hellacious lottery, and if I hit one hellacious lottery, then I'd start a foundation and I'd dive into that 24/7.
All right. So if we're going to do that, how many days a week do you want to work in retirement? Every day for a couple hours or just a couple days a week? Like, what do you think it's going to look like?
I don't know because it would depend on if I'm traveling or not, to be
Hmm.
honest. Because
So,
if I'm traveling, it would be diving into it a couple hours a day just to stay on top of things. If I'm home and I'm not traveling, you know,
okay.
it
So,
depends on who it is.
okay, so it's a flexible schedule. Some weeks you'll work a couple hours a day, depending on what you're doing. Maybe you'll work a full day or two to make up for stuff so that you can be out of the country for a week or two and go to Rwanda and then go somewhere else after for a vacation, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Blake is going to be taking on more of the responsibility, or how are you handling that? What are you thinking?
He is. He is. It's just, I just have to keep on reminding myself this is, I want to make sure that wasn't him. Um, he's a 20-year-old kid. So he, he's got great ideas. He works hard and he's a 20-year-old kid.
Hmm.
So I have to remember for myself, how much did I change between
Yeah.
20 and 26? A hell of a lot. In my particular case, I had a handicapped child and I was the sole breadwinner. So of course I had to. So we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Have you asked him what he wants and what his goals are?
I think we're in sync with each other. He wants to be able to take this over and run with it.
He told you that?
Um, he tells everybody that. I'm within an ear's throw, because we talk about it as a whole.
Okay.
So
Well, it might be a good conversation to have with him because then 6 years is going to go by fast and he's got to have some experience under his belt and he might have a little bit of a different vision than you do, but your exit strategy, we can start working on it now if you're open to that. Because
well,
it's not gonna-
I have to start because
Mhm.
six
Yep.
years goes by in a blink.
Yep. Yep. So there's a couple things that we can work on. Yes, I'll hold you accountable to the number of deals you're bringing in. We can, because you still have a business to run, you still have bills to pay and people to, right, that you're supporting. And if you were going to step back even just a little bit, I don't know, take an hour off a day or take half a day off once a week. Like think about what you want it to look like. It can be anything that gives you like you're really like not tuned in to the business for a little while.
Yeah, I think, and that's going to be part of my discussion tomorrow through counseling, because,
Good.
that's counseling number 4. Number 3, I was not happy. Three went, I got done with 3 and I wanted to tell them both, that's the last half of the counseling that I'm going to pay for, and I'm done. That was counseling number 3.
And you're
Counseling
still
number
going
4,
back. Okay.
that's what I wanted to say, and I thought, bite your tongue, just, you know. So, tomorrow I will be going in that, and I think the biggest thing I'm going to say to Philip is either that we've got to get in sync with each other to find some common thing that we like about each other and like to do with each other.
Mhm.
Like, that doesn't mean that we're going on a trip that I'm paying for to go see a jazz concert, right?
Yeah.
That because we're just on 2 different planets. And so, in answer to your question, I work as much as I do, and it came up last time it's counseling. He says she's always working. I said, of course I'm working. So A, pays the bills, and B, I'm working all the time and creating more because you got your head in the TV watching sports all the time. So I've got to figure out that either we have a common ground or I'm going to reconnect with my girlfriends like no tomorrow. And I'm going to just go and do girlfriend shit all the time, part of my expression.
Well,
I don't,
maybe that's a thing to do.
and I don't think that's going to help him and I. I'm just going to just get out of the house and start doing girlfriend shit. Because, you know,
Yeah. I mean, you really have to think about what you want. You're going to the council tomorrow?
yeah,
Do you want, so I'm going to just ask you this. I mean, what kind of relationship do you want with him? Do you want to continue? Do you want it to end? Do you want to, what do you want?
you know, I want to not. The picture that I want is somebody that I actually have something in common with, that we enjoy each other's company, or I want to be by myself. And the whole idea with him was not to be by myself. I thought we had fun with the jazz, we had fun with this, we had fun with that. And A, we didn't live together. B, he
Yeah.
didn't work for me. And C, I had a lot more money to spend. So it wasn't all this stuff, it wasn't on my shoulders.
Yeah.
And so, I'm not blaming him in any essence. It's just things happen.
Okay.
And I don't think and my attitude is this is only temporary. You know, you and I, we've seen the world of real estate. I've been in, I don't know. It's always funny when someone says the crash of 2000. I'm like, shit. So I've been in 8 crashes.
Yeah.
I think I missed one. This makes number 9 crash for me.
Yeah. It's just the market shifting and doing what it does. It does it in every industry.
Thank
It's,
you.
yeah.
Thank you.
It
So,
doesn't change.
so this too shall pass. I just have to, but I know what I'm going to do. You just made me just by talking.
Yes.
Something I stuffed in the closet. I had it out, and didn't do anything with it. And now I'm going to get it out of the closet because that's where it landed at Christmas time. Because I was tired of looking at it. I'm going to do the 2 things. I'm going to be your bookkeeping partner,
Hmm.
and the second thing is my vision board,
Good. And
because it's in a bag. Not going to do me a lot of good in a bag.
no, it's not. I'm gonna say something to you, and I'm only saying it because I care about you and I love you. So I'm not saying it to be hurtful. Sometimes it's so easy to overlook things and accept things when the money is there and like it seems to be good. And then when things are tight and you really have to look at what's happening in your world, it's one of those oh shit moments. Like this is really not what I want, and the money allows it to kind of be almost like the band-aid over it. So for you, if look, we only have X amount of time on this earth, and we want to live our lives to the best that we can, and whatever time we have on this earth, we want it to be, joyful and full of blessings, and yeah, there's always going to be stress, but if you're in a situation that you can adjust and change and shift, and so going to the counseling is definitely good, but then you have a choice to either do something about it or keep it status quo. And only you can make that decision. If it's going to be status quo and you're going to decide to live with it, then this is what it is, right? And you got to be okay with that for as long as the days are on this earth, right?
Yeah, I just have to decide. I'm just, because it's
Yeah.
like one of those pros and cons things. I think too, this whole thing with uh, this house that I was talking about
Mm-hmm.
that we're gonna go look at, um, and I'm really gonna look at it, not make a fast decision at all.
Good.
Really look at. Um, it's a home that I could be in by myself, and it's a home that I
Good.
could be in if we were together.
Good.
That's the point.
Okay.
And I will have gotten rid of the one of the anchors that's an anchor in my gut, and that's that damn pool. Part of my expression.
Okay. And when I say downsize, it's a financial downsize. Because if it
It is.
takes some of the, yeah, and if it takes some of that stress off and it makes it easier for you to retire, then that's a no-brainer. That is a financially strategic decision, 100%.
It the home costs more than what I had bought my home and pool for. Yet, because my home has gone up, and because of how I did it, and because of all the discounts I got on the home and the pool, financially, I can buy the other home without the pool, have my view,
Mm-hmm.
have my mountain view and my city view from inside the house and outside the house, not just having to go up on the deck
Mm-hmm.
and shave off, which is a lot of money. They could shave off $200,000.
That's a lot of money. And then you're going to save another $1,000 a month on the bookkeeper. So you just saved yourself $34,000, 32,000, $32,000. Well, $232,000. It's a lot of money.
I'm like I'm adding this stuff up every single day, and I'm going, yeah. So yeah. So in answer to your question, the nice thing about it is if I move forward with this, um, it's a home I could live in by myself, and I could also live with it in that home with Philip. So
Okay.
depending on what happens.
No, that's good. Good. All right, let's work towards what you need to do really for yourself for retirement, what you want that to look like, and then every month we'll make a shift in that direction. Okay?
That's it. It's like that's the point. Is every month we make a shift because
Yep.
we only have 12 months in a year. That means that I have 72 months.
Yeah. When you say it like that, it's really good. It's really not that much, is it? It goes so fast.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
man.
I would have another conversation with like make sure he's on task with you, on point, and then start to really think about like all the SOPs and then what you want to do, like what part of the business you really enjoy that you want to hold on to. And then we'll figure out plans for how to delegate and a little, so it's not an exit strategy, it's more of a succession plan, because you still want to have it a little bit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like people. I mean, if I completely shut myself off and to do any more real estate, that'd be a boring life. Um,
Yeah.
I'm actually good at what I do. And the something else, the my class I will be having this month too. So
Okay, good.
that'll be, I'm looking forward to it. I just hope I've got some people there.
Yeah. Well, whoever shows up in the room is supposed to be there, right? Isn't that how it was always?
That's how it always is.
Yeah.
That was funny that you said that because I had a dream the other night and there was like 2 people there. And my point was to them was going to be, this is perfect.
Yeah. Yep, they showed up. They showed up.
Oh,
So, all right. So for
okay.
next week, I'm gonna, your goal is to, you have 3 buyers that you're looking for homes. You're currently carrying 3 listings. You have 4 pending that by next week, at least one of them should close now.
One of them's closed. It should be closed right now. It's down there for recording. So I will have one close today. And then I have 2 close on the 29th and one on the 30th.
Okay, good. All right, so by the time I meet you next week, so the numbers will change a little bit, which is good. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, moving all in the right direction. And you know, the nice thing about it is the income coming in this month will cover the bills. So that's the good news.
That is good news.
And that's the good news. We got it. We're moving in the right direction.
All right.
Got it.
All
I'm
right,
gonna go find
Nikki.
a house for my friend that I'm teaching a class at 2:30. So
Okay, I'll let you run. All right, well, how's your foot, by the way? Your,
my leg,
yeah, it was swollen. What, is everything good?
yeah, the leg is still I swear my doctor. The leg is still swollen and it gets worse by the end of the day. And I went in and did an ultrasound and what was my ultrasound? I think my ultrasound was last week. Yeah. Then I haven't heard back from the doctor yet, so I gotta reach out to her again and say hello.
Uh,
You know, help me
all
out.
right,
Tell me what's going on.
all right.
I'm glad I'm more attentive to others than my doctor is with me.
There you go. Well, you know what? I really appreciate the fact that you're smiling, you're laughing, and you know what? You're present and you're here. So thank you. Yeah.
It's like one of those things. It's either it's like I can, I can't shoot the horse yet. So there we go.
No, that's a good saying. I'm glad you can't. So, all right. Well, good luck with counseling
Can't
tomorrow.
shoot the horse.
Yeah. Good luck with counseling tomorrow.
Oh,
Try not to
thanks.
kill anybody. Okay. So, oh, good. I know.
Thanks.
Yeah. You're welcome. I'll say a prayer for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll take all those.
All right. All
You
right.
keep going.
Yep. All
Okay.
right. I'll see you next week. Have a good weekend. Try to take a little bit of time for yourself this weekend. Okay.
I'm gonna build my vision board. I'm looking forward
Good.
to it.
All right. Take a picture of it. I want to see it. Okay. Text me.
No, you got it.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Take care.